take picture together. Please all participants to take a position ready to face the cameras respectively. Nah, pada saat ini nanti kan foto bersama. Jadi nanti diposisikan apa namanya wajahnya mengarah ke kamera seperti itu. Dan mungkin akan beberapa kali tag karena di sini ada 4 layar ya, Bapak Ibu. Seperti itu. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your coming and your nice attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selanjutnya saya serahkan kembali ke Pak Herman, Pak.
Oke, terima kasih Mbak Martina. Mas Cepi.
Iya Pak, gimana Pak?
Mas Kadapi ada nggak?
Coba dipanggil aja. Mas Kadafi, kayaknya belum ada Pak.
Belum ada, ya. Tadi saya udah koordinasi tapi belum masuk.
Ibu dia sudah masuk juga ini.
Ibu dia.
Oh, Patri sudah masuk. Pak Mun sudah ada.
Udah. Bisa coba lagi Mas Cepi. Tolong dihubungin lagi Mas Kadapi dong.
Oke.
Ya.
Ini kayaknya sih kalau tag fotonya kalau di tempat saya sih bisa 2 kali ya.
Layarnya di sini ada 3.
3 kali. Bapak Ibu yang belum pakai background yang dikirim ada kesulitan atau pakai HP ya Bapak Ibu ini?
Bisa nggak Mas Cepi dijelasin lagi deh?
Oke.
Kalau yang menggunakan laptop.
Jika yang menggunakan laptop, Bapak Ibu pertama pilih di pojok kiri bawah yang ada gambar videonya, ada tanda panah. Ada tanda panah kecil ke atas, diklik, ada pilihan choose virtual background. Setelah choose virtual background, nanti ada tanda plus di sebelah kanan. Di samping tulisan choose virtual background, add image. Add image, nanti pilih image yang tadi sudah di share. Ya, Pak Herman coba. Bapak juga belum nih.
Ini belum masuk, Mas. Lagi proses.
Oh, lagi proses. Beberapa hal yang mungkin saya...
Backgroundnya di mana, Mas?
Bapak tadi saya kirim, Bapak belum dikirim kah?
Iya, belum ada.
Saya tadi cuma kirim ke grup teman-teman ya.
Oh, ke grup.
Cepi.
Apa? Silakan.
Pak Cepi.
Ya.
Pak Cepi.
Ya, Pak. Pak Mun.
Please send the background to me.
Okay.
Please send the background to me.
Okay, Pak.
Don't forget you give.
I don't have any reply from you.
Saya kirim ke grup Pusdiklat BPS juga, Pak ya.
Better privately to me.
Oke, siap Pak Mun. Pak Tri juga ya.
Iya, betul.
Sudah Pak, silakan dicek Pak.
Oke.
Kalau belum.
Thank you very much.
Sem Pak, sem.
How kind are you?
Bapak Ibu, mungkin nanti perlu dijelaskan ulang ini sih Pak. Link ini digunakan untuk opening remarks, hanya untuk opening ceremony. Jadi nanti setelah opening ceremony jam 8.15 dijadwalkan. Sebetulnya jadwalnya kan pretest ya Bapak Ibu ya. Cuman sampai saat ini yang menyediakan
kalau download
minggu ini ikut diklat Pak. Jadi nggak boleh yang lain katanya.
Terus nanti
diklat yang IMI itu.
Untuk lihat
ini lagi mulai opening remarks.
Sessionnya di link yang satu lagi ada.
Mau download dulu ini background.
Untuk di warkop dulu yang webinar itu yang opening sessionnya juga boleh di-share Bapak Ibu ke teman-teman yang lain karena yang sudah didaftarkan jadi panelis itu yang termasuk peserta teman-teman di sini. Mudah-mudahan nanti teman-teman juga pas masuk ke learning session, pas masuk Zoom meetingnya di login dulu ya, pakai email yang terdaftar di Warkop. Kalau pakai email yang selain itu mohon diinfokan. Ya Pak Herman, silakan Pak Herman, lanjut Pak Herman.
Lanjut dulu Mas Cepi, lagi loading.
Oh iya.
Ini mau tanya Pak Herman sama Mas Cepi.
Iya,
Ini yang undangannya berarti sudah datang semua ya, Direktur Statistik Harga dan nanti datang?
mudah-mudahan datang. Tapi sampai dengan saat ini beliau-beliau belum kelihatan.
Pak Direktur sudah hadir.
Oh, sudah hadir.
Sudah ada ya.
Oh, sudah ada.
Hadir Pak Herman.
Iya, selamat pagi Pak.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Ibu Butika.
Din. Din. Munculin lagi ini exit minimize ya. Ini kan saya nggak, sebentar saya mau download dulu itu.
Itu di mute.
Biarin.
Pak Cepi, Mr. Cepi.
Halo Mbak Martina.
Ya Pak.
Waktu udah menunjukkan jam 7:45. Apakah kita udah boleh mulai, Mbak?
Ya, silakan. Siap.
Mohon.
Ya.
Ya, oke.
Okay.
Silakan, Mbak.
Ladies and
Silakan,
gentlemen,
Mbak.
the
Sudah
opening
dipersilakan oleh
ceremony
Bapak.
will start soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to inform you when the opening ceremony is taking place, the mic will be deactivated by the host. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Mr. Andrew from International Monetary Fund. Good evening in Washington, Mr. The Honorable Principal Secretary of PPI Statistics Indonesia, Mr. Adi Lumaksono. The Honorable Director of Price Statistics of PPI Statistics Indonesia, Mr. Nurul Hasanuddin. The Honorable Chief of Education and Training Center of PPI Statistics Indonesia, Mrs. Annie Lestari-Ningsi. The Honorable Head of Subdirectorate of Producer Price Statistics of PPI Statistics Indonesia, Mrs. Sri Handayani. The Honorable Structural and Functional of Education and Training Center of PPI Statistics Indonesia, Widya Suara and Facilitator, Organizing Committee, invited guests, and all participants. First of all, let us thanks to Allah who have given us guidance, happiness, healthy, and mercy, so we can attend and participate without any obstacle in this special event, the opening ceremony of Technical Assistant International Monetary Fund online training on developing services producer price index by online learning method. On this special morning, we have several agenda as follows. The first is opening, the second prayer recitation, the third report on the implementation of training from Chief of Education and Training Center of BPS Statistics Indonesia, the fourth opening remarks and followed by official opening by Principal Secretary of BPS Statistics Indonesia, the fifth introductory remarks from Mr. Andrew from IMF, and then photo session, and the last is closing. Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of Technical Assistant International Monetary Fund online training on developing services for the price index will begin. Before starting the whole series of opening ceremony, let us start with a prayer recitation who will be recited by Mr. Kadafi Suyatno. To Mr. Kadafi Suyatno, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let us begin our activity with bow our heart together, beg for mercy while hoping that our dua will be granted by Allah SWT. I will lead this prayer in Bahasa based of Islam, and those who are not Muslim, you are pleased to pray according to each other religion and belief. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Hamdan na'imin, hamdan syakirin, hamdan yuafi ni'ama yukafi mazida. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wa ajika azimi sultanik. Allahumma sholli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, dengan rahmat-Mu kami bersyukur, dalam lindungan-Mu kami berhimpun, dan atas ridho-Mu semoga pelatihan ini dapat terlaksana dengan baik. Jadikanlah kegiatan ini menjadi kegiatan yang bermanfaat dan menjadi catatan amal ibadah kami. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan Maha Pengasih, jadikanlah ilmu kami peroleh selama mengikuti pelatihan ini nanti menjadi ilmu yang bermanfaat. Limpahkanlah kepada kami kekuatan, kesabaran, kemudahan, serta kecerdasan agar kami mampu menerima ilmu yang diberikan kepada kami. Ya Allah yang Maha Pengampun, ampunilah kesalahan dan dosa-dosa kami, dosa keluarga kami, dosa para pemimpin kami, dan dosa orang-orang telah berjasa kepada kami, termasuk dosa orang yang berperan dalam penyelenggaraan pelatihan ini. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Kadevi, who has recited the prayer. May Allah always bless us. Amin. Now we come to the next section, report on the implementation of training that will be delivered by the Chief of Education and Training Center of PPI Statistics Indonesia to Mrs. Annie Lestariningsih. We please.
Thank you, Mbak Nurma. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Honorable Bapak Adi Lumaksono, Principal Secretary of BPS Statistics Indonesia, the Honorable Mr. Andrew Baer, Senior Economist of the IMF, distinguished guests, Pak Nurul Hasanuddin, Director Price Statistics, distinguished officer from Education and Training Center, all structural media Iswara officer, and all staff that I could not say all name one by one. And on the most important one, the beloved participant of the training. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening for Pak Andrew. Thank you for allowing me to convey briefly report related to the online training of producer prices for services that is based on technical assistance from the IMF. In this nice occasion, I would like to inform some important points related to the training as following. First, the online training of Producer Price Index for services is conducted virtually as a distance learning through the learning model system of Markov, that is the cafeteria of competency, facilitated by the Education and Training Center ETC BPS Statistics Indonesia. This online training is a fully technical assistance from the IMF as realization for mutual bilateral cooperation between the IMF and BPS Statistics Indonesia. Particularly, actually, this is initiated by Mr. Andrew Baer, the lecturer of this international training for SPPI services of Producer Price Index would be, of course, our distinguished lecturer, Pak Andrew Baer, Senior Economist of the IMF. Second, the purpose of the technical assistance is to provide building for developing and improving the provision of Producer Price Index for services, including for the beginners and the advanced staff of BPS Statistics Indonesia. Third, this international training of the SPPI is participated by 65 participants, consists of 20 participants from Directorate of Price Statistics, 2 participants from Directorate of Expenditure Account, 2 participants from Directorate of Production Account, 2 participants from Directorate of Census and Survey Methodology Development, 3 participants from Education and Training Center, and the last one, 36 participants from BPS provinces. Fourth, the course content cover several lectures such as following subjects: SPPI overview, choosing activities to cover, wage and sampling for SPPI, type of price for SPPI, data collection for SPPI, telecommunication SPPIs, index calculation, quality adjustment, and dissemination practices for SPPIs. The course using online learning method producing by Warkop Learning Management System, which is consists of self-learning, virtual class by Zoom meeting, discussion, exercise, pre and post test. This is a good way, Pak Anduru. We promote about Warkop to our participants and including also to Pak Anduru. Fifth, duration of the training would be 5 days. Start from today, 6th of July 2020 until 10 July 2020, which is divided into 2 sessions. Learning session, that is synchronous learning with Pak Anduru Ber, every day, start from 8 until 11 a.m. Jakarta time. And internal discussion session from 1 until 2:30 p.m. Jakarta time. I think those are my briefly report. On the next moment, I would like to give the time to BPS Principal Secretary to officially open this international online training for Producer Price Index for services. Thank you for kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to Mrs. Anil Stereningsi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is opening remark and official opening of Technical Assistant International Monetary Fund online training on the following services: Producer Price Index by Principal Secretary of BPS Statistik Indonesia. To Mr. Adil Moksono, we please.
Thank you. The Honorable Mr. Andrew Baer, the Senior Economist of IMF, the Honorable Director of Price Statistics, BPS Statistik Indonesia, the Chief of Education and Training Center, BPS Statistik Indonesia, all structural, media Eswara officers, and all staff of Educational and Training Center, and all participants here that I'm proud of. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning for the Indonesian time and good evening for the Washington time. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let us pray and praise the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala so that today, 6th of July 2020, we can be here together in this place through the virtual class at the opening of the IMF online training PPI for services by using online learning methods. On behalf of Chief Statistician BPS Statistik Indonesia, I would like to express my sincere appreciation for establishing this IMF technical assistance by utilizing media of online training. I really thanks to Mr. Andrew Baer, the senior economist of the IMF, because of his great support. This technical assistance could be still realized, even though in the difficult time, in the situation of pandemic COVID-19. Besides of this, the difference time between Washington and Jakarta doesn't seem become much barrier. Mr. Andrew in Washington delivers the learning in the late night, and here all participants join learning in the early morning. Hopefully, all sides are happy and all the learning could run well. Ladies and gentlemen, I suppose this is a great example of promoting regional cooperation between the IMF and Indonesia in terms of enhancing competency in some specific areas, in this case to provide a quality of producer price index for services. I'm very welcome to continue and develop a cooperation with IMF, particularly with Mr. Andrew Bayer, in the field of many other subjects to improve capacity of BPS staff in providing various essential statistics. Therefore, this is not just first time and only one time, but this great opportunity could be enlarged to other subjects and continue to the future time. The learning could be either online training or face-to-face training, depend on the current situation. Please come to Indonesia if the condition is already safe and fine for traveling. As we know, this online training is participated by 65 participants from Directorate of Price Statistics, Directorate of Production Account, Directorate of Expenditure Account, Directorate of Census and Survey Methodology Development, trainers in Education and Training Center, as well as Head of Section of Finance and Producer Price Statistics from 34 PPS provinces. I'm sure all participants will utilize this opportunity as much as possible to learn much about how to develop PPI for services in Indonesia as a good practices to improve the quality of PPI services. In this training, the language of instruction used in English, so all participants must be able to learn all lecture material in English well. Duration of this online training perhaps is only in a short days, only for 5 effective days. However, I expect all participants must use the time effectively and actively learning during the class. Participants must commit to the participating in all training activities during synchronous learning, forum discussion, and self-learning. In a synchronous session through Zoom meetings, participants are expected to focus only on learning activities, not doing other work during the learning going on from 8 to 11 a.m. Please be active and don't hesitate to ask a question if still not clear and some learning materials that has been delivered. This is the best opportunity for you to have such kind of international training from the IMF. Not everyone have this opportunity to join to this online international training from the IMF. This international training is the first time to be conducted virtually through Warkop platform. Warkop in Bahasa means coffee shop, but in this training, it means competency shop. This is one of the innovation from ETC BPS. In closing, I expect to all participants IMF Online International Training of PPI for Services could acquire fruitful knowledge and experience in order to improve competency in providing producer price statistics. Take advantage of opportunity for discussion and exchange for experiences to get richer and knowledge and expand networking. Finally, by saying Basmalah, I stated that the IMF online training PPI for services was officially opened. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will always bless us, and thank you for all your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Adil Maksonol has officially opened this event. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to introductory remark from Mr. Andrew, Senior Economist from International Monetary Fund, to all participants. To Mr. Andrew, time is yours.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you very much for getting us started, Mr. Principal Secretary. It is really a great honor to be here with all of you. I had a chance to meet everybody last week. We did a short test session, and I am incredibly impressed at your ability to put together this remote training with all these participants from all across Indonesia. It is truly incredible, and it's a testament to your resilience and leadership as a statistical agency. Just absolutely incredible. And I'm very excited that we're going to have a great week of training and learning and discussion, and hopefully we interact and we learn from each other over this week. And then we'll take this week as the beginning of a relationship where I will commit to always being available for you anytime you have questions or need further assistance or advice on different steps you are taking as you develop your PPIs. It will be a great honor to continue to work with you as much as you would like. Also, just very impressed with the leadership of BPS in the producer price index area. Of course, you already produce services PPI, which is, like I said, a leadership role. Many countries do not produce any of these statistics. So very impressed that this data is already released, and excited that we can work to continue to expand it and make it even better. And this week, just to reiterate, again, this is for you. So I have some materials that I've planned, but if there are areas that are particularly unclear or that you'd like me to focus on more, please let me know in the chat box, and we can take the time and make sure that we cover those areas that are particularly important for you and that the staff have a particular interest in learning. So I'm very excited to work this week. It is incredible with the technology, what we can do. It's just a great opportunity for me. This is the first virtual training I've done since we've been in this pandemic situation. It's just a great honor to work with such a great group, the Prices group here at BPS. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome, Pak Andrew.
Thank you, Mr. Andrew. Ladies and gentlemen, before the event closed, we will take pictures together. Please, all participants should take a position ready to face the cameras respectively. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen are requested to take a position ready to face the cameras respectively, because now we will take a picture together. Finish. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your coming and your nice attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Mr. Andrew, may I leave for this meeting? Yeah, because I have another program. Thank you. See you. Fine.
It was a great honor to meet you. Thank you for getting us started today.
Okay, thank you.
Andrew, thank you again for your nice participating, yeah, because you already in the nights now, so you have to learn, give lecture for us. Thank you again, ya, Pak Andrew.
I like working at night, so it's no problem for me.
Okay, Pak Andrew. Yes.
Ya, terima kasih. Agenda berikutnya akan kami serahkan kembali ke panitia. Kepada Bapak Suherman dan juga Pak Cepi, kami kembalikan.
Bagi Bapak dan Ibu yang bukan peserta bisa meninggalkan lift ini. Disampaikan Mbak Martika.
Oh, ya. Yang untuk session lecture yang mana, Mas Pak Herman? Lanjut ini apa ke warkop?
Izin Bu.
Ya, gimana?
Untuk jadwal selanjutnya kan sebetulnya pretest Ibu. Cuma mungkin kayaknya lanjut ke learning sessionnya Bu ya.
Belum siap ya ininya.
Pretestnya kan dari Mr. Andrew-nya belum dikasih soalnya Bu.
Oh oke, saya cek dulu ya Pak Andrew.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Pak Andrew. Today we plan for giving free test to participants, but we like you to set up the time, maybe after the introduction of the class, or what time we just let you know. We just let you to set up the time. We already put the session in the LMS workshop, and you just can modify it as you can use it. Yeah. Okay, Pak Andrew.
So you do not want to use the pre-quiz?
Yeah, actually we already prepare for that. I think I mean the session we put in the schedule, but if Pak Andrew already ready to begin the pre-test, we will share the test for all participants. We are still waiting the question of pre-test from you, Pak Andrew.
Oh, I loaded it directly in the site. It should already be in the site.
Cepi, please check Pak Andrew